Hi there, I'm Richard Lewis reporting for cadred.org. It's LAN season, it's all started again. I've had a nice and pleasant holiday, but now I've got to get back to the terrible fate that befalls all esports journalists of actually going to events in some sort of non-stop treadmill of horror. But it's not all that bad, because I'm here at Epic LAN, which is the one UK event I'm still allowed in. They haven't banned me yet. Maybe after this video tour they fucking will, who knows. But it's great to be here. I've known the Epic LAN team for a long while, so I'm quite happy to be here. This is their first time in a bigger venue in Kettering, so what I wanted to do was take you around and kind of just show you what improvements they've made as they look to continue to grow UK esports. Obviously we've got this chap here on the desk. Hopefully we're cleared to go in. Look at this. See, this is what the kind of security you can expect when you come to these events. But well, I'll pop just before we go into the main bit. This is like the community area. It's got nice chilled out music in here. People having a good time, and this is just one of the playing rooms. There's several rooms like this because the exhibition centre is quite big in itself, you know, and that was the whole point of moving here. We're going to show you later on how they can expand. It's all right, you don't need to run away. But I'll take you through here now. The improved facilities was one of the big things. This is when you know you're at a UK LAN, I think, because you see scenes like this, and yeah, so improved facilities, and I can't take that serious. Can we just get them in the background? So improved facilities was one of the main reasons why Epic wanted to move to Kettering. You know, that UTOX racecourse wasn't ideal. The internet there wasn't great. It wasn't very homely. You couldn't get, you know, there wasn't a better, you know, sort of catering facilities there. And what they've done here is, if we just come around here, you can see they've put on a pretty decent spread. Players obviously can grab meals and stuff here, and it's all freshly prepared in the venue. You've got a little dining room area over there, and I think there's probably some faces that might be familiar to some of you out there. But and of course you got your kind of drinking in your tea area, and a little tuck shop type thing over here. And this is just kind of generally the hangout area. I mean, you know, it's not this kind of spectacular venue, but what's great about it is kind of, it does have that little communal area where it's not too loud. You haven't got exhibitor halls in the background, and you know, if you think about Electronic Sports World Cup, ESWC, they didn't even have a lounge area at all. So it was pretty, you know, poorly kind of organised and whatnot. I know, yeah, here it is. And this is John. I was going in for the hug there, and he went quickly for the handshake. So, yeah, it's good to see you. It's actually the first time I've said hello. So this is the guy behind it. We'll probably do an interview with you at some point. Yeah, is that good? So just say hello to all the people like Cadred. Hello. This is the guy who you know, chose to move here. So we'll grab you very soon. So yep, excellent. But that's John Winbar, for those who know my gaming name. So yeah, as I was saying, so this is kind of, you know, the just general area, and people are coming in here in between games, which are currently delayed. Not because of Epic, but because of a mass Steam update. And I'll just squeeze past here and I'll bring you in to the area where we're going to be, and that's in the press area. Now the press area has been very nice. It's certainly a lot nicer than what we're used to. I'm not going to mention NorthCon again, but it certainly would spring in the mind. And you can see, if we look here, this is the place of lost souls. This is where all the tournament admins are. You'll notice the look of desperation on their faces as they lurch from one impending disaster to the other, and that was good guy Gumster over in the corner as well, for all you yeah, sorry, Gumster. And then these are what you get when you hire a box, and you can see this looks like one of the refugee camps from Hurricane Katrina in here, actually. So don't know what's going on in there, but this is the press area. This is where like most of the kind of press stuff's going to be happening, and it's all very nice. We've even got a little area for interviews. You will see this. What I like most of all as well is just the little flower that's colour-coded with the table, because I'm going to try and work that in when I'm doing the interviews. And you can see as well, this is the Tech 9 staff, because technically I also run Tech 9, even though it's kind of autonomous thanks to this guy here, Peter. So, and yeah, there's some very strange homoerotic stuff going on there, so it's a bad time to bring the camera. Leave you guys to it, yeah? So that's the press area. We've got a nice view, and you know, that was Big Joe Show actually there. He's now press liaison officer, so he's kind of looking after us for anyone who follows Epic Radio. So yeah, that's the press area. It's a nice little cul-de-sac. It's very quiet. And what we're going to do now is we'll take you into the main tournament area, so you can have a look for yourself at kind of what it's like and get a feel and a flavour of what it'll be like if you indeed come. Because I've got to say, I've got to say this, and it's a point I've made. I wish the UK esports people had fucking put their money where their mouth is, because people have been talking about having multiple UK events. These were the guys who were behind, you know, Central LAN, Cluck, very community-focused LAN event. It never got, you know, massive sign-ups. And everyone's been saying, you know, we're sick of one company, there's a monopoly, blah, 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 blah. And here we are, and, you know, while the sign-ups have been impressive, kinda, they're not as good as they should be. You know, the UK scene should be clamoring out. And you see organisations sending teams to other events and not sending teams to Epic. Well, if you're going to take out a UK esports, I think you have a responsibility to grow it by supporting the event. So, just a fucking lecture to all of you guys, you know, I think what you should be doing is focusing a bit more on the whole of the scene. Anyway, this is the tournament area. Again, more admins kind of just, oh god, what's happening, why are the delays kicking in, fuck you Steam, fuck you Valve. Obviously a bar in here as well, that's all singing, all dancing, you can do everything. And over here we've got just pretty much everyone lumped in with everyone else. You've got the Dota 2 players in here, the COD 4 players here, you've got former staff members who we got rid of for being rubbish in here, you've you've got obviously all the CSGO players, and you can see as well, you know, just it's a LAN, it's pretty much as you'd expect really. It's not terribly exciting, but you know, there are several teams here, and this is the kind of area where it's bedding in. It's got a very nice atmosphere because it's quite close-knit and smaller than your average kind of LAN, with everyone all being lumped in together rather than divided into sub-areas. You know, people are all kind of catching up and talking, and it's got that, hi there, it's got that UK kind of feel going on to it. So it's actually a bit more friendly than perhaps, say, some of the international LANs, because people are kind of more interested in mixing and that sort of thing. So that's the tournament area. Now, what we want to end on is quite important, because as we said earlier in this little tour, the reason for coming here was about size and about growth. And I believe, if I'm right, it's over here. Yeah, that's right. Well, they've got the option here at Epic to really grow this as big as they want, and it can be as big as you're willing to support. So what I wanted to end on was, if we come through here where it says dormitories, although I don't know if it does have any dormitories in here, you can see how these are just all left out, some nice kind of service stuff. But all of this here, this whole sort of gym area, which at the moment is being kind of utilised by actual people doing gym stuff and exercise, which as an esports journalist I'd know absolutely fuck all about, so I couldn't even identify what type it is. But you know, make sure you zoom in on those short shorts, Michael, and I know you want to. So yeah, you can just do that while I'm just doing the final monologue. But all of this area can be utilised for gaming space. They've got the tables and everything to do it, and you know, the idea is that this event could grow to be something that's as big as what we've seen from an I-Series, or even bigger. It's just realistically about whether people can get behind it, and you know, ultimately, you know, commit to sending more teams and sending more players. And Epic have said, you know, if you want to come, we'll make it happen. So it's a small event for now, but it's certainly bigger than any of the other, you know, Epics we've been to. They're starting to aim high, and they're starting to raise the bar. So hopefully what you've seen on this tour will kind of give you an idea of what you can expect if you do decide to come. And you know, as I've said, I think everyone in the UK scene realistically should get behind this event, purely and simply because I can get into it, and as well as that, I think just because, you know, it's what we've been talking about for ages in the UK, more events. It is an esports hub. It is one of the big people with big organisations and big sponsors kind of all committing to esports, but realistically we only have a few events a year. So definitely get behind Epic if you're serious about esports in the UK. Anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting and sermonising. We're going to be bringing you full coverage from the event here, and so it's my first event of the year before I go off to Milan to do some shoutcasting for a change. So hopefully it's up to our usual high standard. So do stay tuned to the website. We're going to have all the video interviews with the top teams in attendance, and a few of the underdogs as well, no doubt, as well as all the latest scores and everything else from here, Epic LAN 10 Kettering.